On the 16th of April 1960, Irene Garza, a cherished second-grade teacher and former local beauty queen, disappeared after attending confession at the Sacred Heart Church in McAllen, Texas. 5 days later, her body was discovered floating in an irrigation canal. Although she was found fully clothed, her shoes and underwear were notably absent. Her lavender blouse was unbuttoned, and her high-heeled shoe and patent leather purse were found separately. An autopsy revealed that she had been sexually assaulted, physically beaten, and suffocated. Early in the investigation, Father John Feit, age 27, became a suspect. He acknowledged that he had received Irene's confession on the night she vanished. However, during that era, the practice of conducting face-to-face confessions, like the one he described, was regarded as exceptionally rare. When the canal was drained, a green slide viewer was found close to the suspected location where Irene's murderer had dumped her body. The police reached out to the community, seeking assistance in identifying the owner of the slide viewer. Subsequently, it was determined that the item belonged to Father John Feit. The investigators' focus on Father John Feit intensified upon discovering an incident involving another woman, Maria Guerra, which had occurred just 3 weeks prior to Irene's murder. Inside a church in Edinburgh, Maria fought off an attack by a man who resembled a priest. Subsequently, following Irene Garza's murder, Maria positively identified John Feit from a police lineup as the perpetrator of the assault against her. Photographs taken by the police revealed clear scratches on the back of his hands. He said the scratches came from trying to enter his locked home by climbing through a second-story window. In 1961, Father Feit stood trial on charges of assaulting Maria with the intent to rape. However, the jury was unable to reach a unanimous decision. To avoid a retrial, he later pleaded no contest to a lesser charge of aggravated assault and received a $500 fine. The investigation into Irene Garza's murder eventually ceased, leading to a cold case. Throughout the years, speculation circulated, suggesting a potential collusion between law enforcement and the church to conceal the crime. In 2002, McAllen Police Chief Victor Rodriguez reopened the investigation into Irene Garza's murder. Things changed during the investigation when Dale Taccone, a former monk, told the police that in 1963, when he was helping new monks at a monastery, John Feit admitted to killing a young woman during Easter weekend. Another key figure, Father Joseph O'Brien, came forward, asserting that Feit had also confessed his guilt to him. However, the former district attorney at that time, Irene Garza, questioned the credibility of the new witnesses. In February 2016, John Feit was taken into custody for the murder of Irene Garza. He faced trial in late 2017, a staggering 57 years after her death. Several individuals testified, and on December 7, 2017, John Bernard Feit, aged 85, was found guilty of Irene's murder. The following day, the jury sentenced him to life in prison. 2 years later, he was found unresponsive in his cell and was pronounced dead at the hospital.